What's up everybody, Skywarp72. If you're a clean racer, allow me to pick your brain for a moment. Say you sit down to play Forza, join up on whatever your regular lobby is, and settle in for a good night's racing. Wouldn't it be a more satisfying experience if you could get some kind of safety net from rammers and griefers? Someone who could take the actions that you couldn't to help ensure the races were as realistic and as enjoyable as possible. Something maybe even created by Turn 10 themselves? I'm gonna go ahead and guess the obvious answer as yes, and then proceed to tell you that that safety net is supposed to be the Marshal program. If you're new to Forza 7, which a bunch of you are because of the Game Pass, Marshals are like moderators for the online lobbies, with the ability to remove any troublemaking players. I spent a little over a year as a Marshal, not only helping out random players to get clean races, but helping to ban repeat offenders as well. Some of you, my subscribers, even made me your go-to Marshal for your Forza problems. And if I couldn't solve them, well, I'd fast-track you to the person that could. In late June of 2020, however, I was removed from the Marshal program due to what I'll glaze over as a difference of political opinion. I know what you're thinking. The Skywarp guy got booted as a Marshal, and now he's gonna talk trash about it. No. Quite the opposite, really. I still think that the program is a good thing. A great thing, actually. Sure, it's got a few glaring problems, but in all reality, it's bound to, as it's the first of its kind to be implemented by Turn 10. Like all iterations of something, the next version promises to be better than the last. Or so we hope. One thing I won't do here on the Cruisers channel is lie to you. So I'll be honest and say that after my termination, well, I felt some sort of way about it. To avoid my knee-jerk response I felt like doing, I simply just backed off of playing FM7 for a few months. All the while having to sadly respond to you guys' messages about Forza problems by saying, I'm sorry, I am no longer a Forza Marshal. Hell, I'm still having to send that message out. Stopping playing on FM7 led me to really concentrate more on the Skywarp Summer Drive series, which, man, you guys are really sleeping on these videos. Seriously, did you get to see some of the cars I got to drive? Alright, anyway, once that series was about wrapped up, I made a very reluctant return to FM7, right about the time that the game went on Game Pass. Much to my surprise, while I was minus the connection to Turn 10 devs, the Turn 10 logo after my name, amongst other perks of being a Marshal, I did somehow retain my power to remove players from lobbies. An obvious oversight from Turn 10. Now, I highly reveled being a Marshal, knowing firsthand how frustrating it is to get completely corner-bombed going into Turn 1, or losing to a lesser-skilled hack that had to cut major track to beat you. Believe me, I get the frustration. I truly enjoyed helping out my fellow clean racers, and I never, not a once, abused my powers as an official Marshal. So when I found out I still had the ability to kick players, I decided there was no reason my integrity should wane, and I became the secret Marshal.
Do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
What are you?
I'm Batman.
I kept on helping ensure clean races by removing troublemaking players, which used to be one a day before the Game Pass release. Then it was a hell of a lot more frequent after that due to the influx of new players. I say secret Marshal because, as an official Marshal, I would sometimes dole out a verbal warning to a griever before I removed them. Obviously, I couldn't do that anymore because if anyone from Turn 10 got wind of it, well, it would all be over.
Because I'm Batman.
During my vigilante time as a secret Marshal, that just sounds so cool.
Because I'm Batman.
I only saw one other Marshal in the lobby doing their job. The problem is that even the majority of Marshals have moved on to other games, leaving the multiplayer community vulnerable in this influx of new players. They are not to blame though. as the Marshal program is 100% volunteer work, with very little perks to it.
Because I'm Batman.
While I was secretly policing lobbies, justly and fairly, just as I would if I was an official Forza Marshal, it dawned on me just how ironic it was that Turn 10's official reason for letting me go is that I did not set a good enough example for the community due to the butt jokes in my videos. Yet here I am, still doing the job for the FM7 community, by the book, not abusing the power, and without the backing of Turn 10. That, my friends, is what normal people call integrity. That's not even to mention the scores of videos I made, like how to deal with griefers and ramers properly, saying that the fact that Turn 10 actually has to make money for them to make us a good game, even one where I delete all my General Lee liveries while the whole Confederate flag debacle went down, and urge players to do the same so they don't get banned. Yeah, I'm a horrible person. I know.
Because I'm Batman.
Needless to say, Turn 10, well, they caught up with me. And finally, I was relegated back into the general population without my superpowers. Every night, I'd get on, and I'd start in Delta class and work my way up to Bravo, taking care of problematic players. Now, I do the same thing, just without my powers, just because I enjoy the regulars that I've gotten to know in the lobbies over the years. I thank you all for the support that you showed me as a Marshal, and for the channel. But above all else, for trusting me to do the job with the integrity that you've gotten to know from Cruisers Motorsports. It was an honor to serve you all. This week, why don't you tell me what you think of the Marshal program in the comments section down below. Want to further the discussion? Make sure to join the Cruisers Gaming Facebook group and the Cruisers Discord, links to which will be in the description down below, along with other social media links to interact here with the channel. Today's sponsor, the original Shipbook, has a link to eBay to purchase the hilarious book, along with links to Cruisers merch like our vinyl stickers. Stay safe in the times we're going through, my friends, and remember, those friends are the family you get to choose. I'll see you next week, fellow Cruisers.
Because I'm Batman.